so hopefully this is gonna work. We'll see how this goes. Sorry if it doesn't. Okay, so I wanted to make a video about Frozen. Because it's been a while since it came out, but I just I can't get over it, okay? It's getting all this, great reviews, and everybody's talking it up, and blah, 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 and, oh yeah, the music from it's so cool. I don't like it. And, I mean, I love Disney, okay? I guess I just hold my Disney to higher standards than Frozen. I don't know. I don't really know. Sorry about that. But I just, the Oscars kind of did it for me. Like, I've watched it, like, at least 8 times, trying to like it. It's like, I keep watching it, like, I was wrong last time, I'm just gonna give it another try. And then I watched it, I'm like, that was freaking still the same. And I just keep going through that cycle. So I watched the Oscars, and I've talked about it with a lot of people, because after the Oscars, everybody was like, oh, Frozen, they won, I'm so happy. And I realized that I was not happy that they won. So I officially just don't like Frozen. Okay, so let me go into why before everybody, like, tries to kill me. The story was okay. The story wasn't fantastic. It was a very progressive Disney movie, I'll give it that. Which is great. That's nice. Good job. I guess I was a little annoyed that they didn't stick more closely to the original fairy tale. But I can get over that because it's Disney. You know, they never really stick to the original fairy tales. Have you seen The Little Mermaid? But just certain things about, like, I love that they finally addressed the love at first sight crap. Like, no, Anna, you cannot. Sorry. I was a little annoyed that Kristoff was white, because his whole race of people that he's based off of are not, but won't go into that. Just little things like that annoyed me, but what really made me just dislike the movie in general was there was too much. I don't really know how to explain it. It just wasn't a Disney movie to me. Like, I think most of it was the music, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure that a huge reason that I did not like Frozen was the music was crap. Every single song was terrible. Oh my gosh, I can't. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, because the first time you see it, you're just like, but then after that, you keep seeing it, and you just get, it's like, oh, wow, I didn't realize. Now it's terrible. Actually, that happened to me the second time I watched it. I actually listened to the lyrics, and I was like, what? No. So, here's the thing with the music. Maybe I'm being a little biased, but I'm used to, like, classic Disney. Alright? Good Disney. And so I know that they can do good. I know that they can do better than Frozen. And you go and you listen to these songs in Frozen, and it's literally like they gave a pen and paper to a kindergarten class and said, hey, watch this scene and, like, write about it. And then they took those writings and they turned them into songs. Because, you know how when you were in, like, grade school and you would just sing about whatever you were doing right at that moment? Like, I kind of still do it now, but you'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to the mailbox, or, oh, this box of crayons. You just, whatever was happening right then around you was what you sang about. That's Frozen. Every single song. That's what it is. Okay, and I think that's what annoyed me the most. Let It Go has a great tune. It is well composed, sort of, but I'll get into that in a minute. But the lyrics are terrible, okay? She's like, the snow glows white on the mountain tonight. literally what is happening right now. Not a footprint to be seen. Literally what is happening. Okay, like the whole song is literally what is happening. At the moment. And then you go back and you watch like The Little Mermaid and you listen to a part of your world and it's like fantastic. It has, you know, elements from different things like the human world and her world and its relevance in the whole scheme of things. Or you go watch Hunchback and it's The Bells of Notre Dame is one of the best Disney songs in the history of Disney songs. It's like my favorite song. Okay, but then Hellfire and Heaven's Light, it's about what the character is feeling, not what is happening right at that moment. Like, oh, I'm a queen of an isolated kingdom because I isolated it with my powers. And I just don't like it. So that felt really good to say. I don't like it. It did not deserve an Oscar. Not only because of that, but because, and here's the other reason I just don't like Frozen, it is literally Wicked turned into a Disney movie. Like, they took parts of the fairy tale, and then they took Wicked, and then they mushed them together and made Frozen. And that bothers me. They even got Idina Menzel to come in and sing stuff. Like, it I don't know. That's what it is. It's like they wanted something with, like, that's kind of epic, like Wicked, with a kind of story, like Wicked, that's more like, you know, has love in it, and all of that noise, but is mostly about the, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so that's another reason why it bothered me. Also because the music is more like Broadway style, where we just sing about what's happening and to further the story instead of good driven songs that tell us about stuff, not what we're seeing on the screen. Yes, thank you, but I have eyes. And that's why I don't like Frozen. I'm pretty sure those are the two biggest elements. Hans was the best thing about Frozen, and I actually really liked Olaf. But Hans was like, massive plot twist. And you're just like, oh my god. And then he just leaves her there to die. And he came out of like some medieval fantasy novel. He is not a Disney character. He literally, they were like, well, we're just gonna make this crazy dude. He literally just leaves her there to die. And then he's seriously going to slice Elsa right across her, like right down. He is gonna strike her down. He wasn't even gonna hesitate either. And then, you know, Anna saves her or whatever. But like, I was like, really? Is this gonna happen? Because I didn't know what was gonna happen when I first saw it. I was like, he's really gonna kill her. Oh my god, that was just crazy. I was like, that's awesome. But yeah, the rest of it's just like, I love the sisterly bond or whatever. That was a great element to it. Everything else just doesn't work. I don't like it. But yeah, so I don't think they deserve the Oscar for Best Song. I really do think I feel like they were told, well, you know that song from Wicked, Defying Gravity, and how everybody's like obsessed with it, it's amazing. We need something like that. And then that's how they came up with the composing for Let It Go. And then the lyrics, they just like crapped on. They're like, well, we spent all this time making this song sound epic, but screw the lyrics, we'll just forget about them. So yeah, and it didn't deserve Best Animated Feature either, because while it was greatly animated, it is a carbon copy of Tangled. They didn't even try to change the animation. Like, their faces are exactly the same. And it's just the same style animation. Which, you know, is great if it were the first time that they were doing it, but it's not, because they have Tangled. So when you get nominated for Best Animated Feature, I think that that is a huge deal. I know that it's like the whole package that people look at, but the animation for Best Animated Feature should be a huge part of winning that category. And they literally didn't do anything different than Tangled. Whereas the other, I don't really know about the stories in any of the others except for the Croods, because I didn't see them. So, but taking the Croods into example, the story was phenomenal. The animation was unique, like no other movie that they've ever done had animation like they did. And that look, if that makes sense. So, like, I don't think it deserved that either. And yeah, I had to come to terms with not liking Frozen because I really wanted to like it, but I just really don't like it. And going back to the song, and this has got to be why I don't like it, because I keep going back to the songs. It's like, what was the one that she sang for the first time in forever? Like, what does it start off with? Like, that window's open and so is that door. I didn't know they did that anymore. Those terrible lyrics. Every single, I can't even talk about them. I'm so mad. Every song in that movie was awful, lyric-wise. And if you think lyrics aren't important, you are wrong. And like I said, it's probably because I'm used to the really epic music by, like, Alan Menken, who is, like, the greatest Disney composer of all time, in my opinion. And it should be your opinion, because his songs are fantastic. But I listen to them and I'm like, meh. Even the newer Disney movies that aren't, like, that are more like Frozen, I don't know. It is just terrible, okay? And whenever I, like, go to sing them, I'm just like, I roll my eyes at myself. I can't believe I am singing these terrible lyrics. I don't even know. So, yeah. I just want to talk about Frozen and why I don't like it, and I think I'm good now. Got it off my chest, and that's what I needed. Okay, so I'm going to end this video, and it was great. I feel great making a video finally. So it was like a 2-for-1, 2 birds with 1 stone. But yeah, I mean, I will watch Frozen. It's not bad. I love Anna. I loved Kristoff. Never mind. And I don't know. It was just a terrible movie. Not terrible. Yeah, it was a terrible. I'm so conflicted. I don't know. But there were definitely a lot of things I did not like about it. I love the sisters. Okay, here's another thing before I end this. The freaking trolls. They made me so mad, okay? Because it's their fault any of the movie happened in the first place. And they're so contradictory. Because when you revisit them later in the movie, it's like, oh, they're the love gurus. They know everything about love and blah, 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 whatever, Kristoff. And in the beginning, when the dad brings Elsa and Anna, and he's like, Ma, she's gonna die, help me. And the troll's like, oh, we're gonna change all her memories so that she still has happy memories, but I'm gonna take away the magic. Okay, so you're taking the magic out of the memories and basically telling her not to use them, even though they had to have known that she was better off with love, because literally that is what saved them at the end. Literally. Love and acceptance is what saved Anna's life at the end of the movie. Okay? So the first time they go to the trolls are like, no magic, no love. She can't be, they don't say, oh, she can't use her magic, but we have to remove it from your daughter's head so she doesn't know about it, kind of sends a huge message in that direction. So why weren't they just like, oh, well, I will remove this from her head, but in the future, you know, make sure your daughter doesn't hit her sister, you know what I mean? Like, but her power needs love and acceptance for her to be able to control it. Like, did they just not know that? Even though they're supposed to be love gurus? I was really upset with the trolls. I thought they should have used some other medium in there because it was just so contradictory to what was happening. Like, oh, an act of true love, but we told your dad in the past to not let you use your power. And that must have sucked for Anna. Because literally it was one day they were like playing snowman and sledding. And then the next day it was like, don't effing talk to me, biatch. And like she was like 5. That, I don't know, that was probably very traumatic. And if I was her, I wouldn't even care about Elsa. I'd be like, fine. But yeah, so the trolls really annoyed me. Like, not as themselves in general, but just because of that fact. Like, no, you can't. Anyways, now I'm done. That was another really annoying thing. But yeah, loved Anna. She was amazing. I'm glad that she was the main character. And I'm really glad that they changed it from their original plan to make Elsa the villain. Because that would have been stupid. And I'm done now. Now I'm really done. Okay, thank you for listening to my rant on Frozen. I hope you have a great day. I don't know what else to say. Okay, bye.